Now, if you just observe perpendicular offset from long chord in the sense what, when you have an x-axis, imagine this is origin, right? As you have done this in graph sheet. So this is x-axis and this is your y-axis. So you have one equation and you have to put x values in the equation. So when you substitute x, you will get what is y. Then using the value of x and y, you draw it as a graph there. So now if x is 0, that means what? It is the origin, right? And imagine that y is equal to 0. After substituting x is equal to 0 in the equation, you got y is equal to 2. So where is that point? So somewhere here you will get that point, right? Then you substitute x equal to say 1 in the equation. For x is equal to 1, what is value of y? So y may be 1.5, right? Just an example. So you may end up having a point somewhere here. Then you substitute x is equal to 2, right? Then you may get y equal to say 1. Then you will have a point somewhere here. And in a similar way, if you substitute x equal to 3, you may have some more values of y. Go on substituting x, you will get y values. So in a similar way, if x values are given negative, -1, -2, -3, you will get the other side of the y-axis. So some more points you will get like this. So when you join these points, you will be able to get a curve, right? So in a similar way, that is how it is done in the field. So as I have told you in the last class, using the value of chainage of v and the value of radius and delta, you will be able to calculate tangent length. So once you get tangent length, you will be able to mark on the field where is T1 and where is T2, because two tangents are available to you on the field. So just have to measure tangent length on this straight once, mark T1. On this tangent, you need to mark tangent length again and you will mark T2. So in the field, you have V, you have T1 and you have T2. So joining T1 and T2 will give you long chord, right? So just measure T1 and T2, the length T1, T2, that is your long chord L, right? So in the field right now, what you have is, you have long chord length, you know what is delta, you know what is chainage of V, and you also know what is the radius, right? So using all these things, how I am going to have the data for perpendicular offsets from long chord. So just see. So what we have done here now, we are going to do the same thing with this, right? I am going to find out an expression for O0 first, right? So that is mid-ordinate. You already have one formula for O0. That formula is having the value of R and delta. Right now what you have in the field is L. So this is perpendicular offsets from long chord. So in your equation, there must be long chord, and long chord is L. So you must find out O0 which has R and L in it, right? So how I am going to do that? So if you just observe O, T1, D, CD is mid-ordinate, this is point D, which will bisect long chord into two halves, so L by 2, L by 2. So T1, DO, triangle T1, DO is a right angle triangle. So for that right angle triangle, I am going to apply Pythagoras theorem. So T1, D square, hypotenuse, right? So T1 hypotenuse is this, that is O T1 square, right, is equal to T1D square plus OD square or DO square, right? So OT1 square is nothing but R square it is. T1D is nothing but L by 2, half of long chord, right? Now this DO I don't know, or OD, this OD will be OC minus CD, am I right? This if I want, then I can get it by CO, that is this, minus CD, or OC minus CD will give you DO. So this I am going to write it as OC minus CD square, because it is OD square. isn't it? Now r square is equal to L by 2 square plus OC. OC is what? This length, and this is nothing but radius again. So it is r minus CD is nothing but O naught. That is what we are finding, square, right? So keep r minus O naught at one side, send L by 2 square on the other side. So I will take this r minus O naught square on one side. So you will have r square minus L by 2 square, isn't it? So now I will send this square on the other side, so it becomes square root, isn't it? On the left hand side you have r minus O naught. So keep O naught one side, send r to the other side, or O naught you send it to other side, you take this side. O naught is equal to, right? So r will be here, so this will be r minus square root of r square minus L by 2 square. So this is the formula for mid-ordinate. So this is how I am going to get the value of mid-ordinate. So look at this, r and L. So r minus square root of r square minus L by 2 square. So this is how I am going to get mid-ordinate. So if I have to get some more ordinates in between, let us see. So now I want to get, I will remove this first. I want to get one ordinate at some distance from the mid-ordinate. From this point, I am going to select one point. Let us call this as F. This point is X, F, and this distance is X. This distance is X. Try to refer the textbook figure, right, when I will be explaining this video. So looking at this video, you just take one more mobile where you open the textbook diagram so that you understand what I am speaking. This might not be clear in your video. So this is X. I want to find out for this value of X, what will be this Y value. This is Y, right, and that is OX for me. I am trying to find out OX. For value of X, what will be ordinate, right? So this I am going to find out. I will call it as E. This point on the curve is E. That is what is my interest of finding the point. Then I will just take a perpendicular, right? So let us call this as E1. This point is E1, right? Now E1, EF is the one which I am trying to find out. This EF, OX is nothing but EF. This height, this perpendicular offset is the one which I am going to find out. I want what is OX is equal to, and that is nothing but EF. And this EF is nothing but equal to E1D. This EF is equal to E1D, isn't it? So now if I have to find out E1D, what I need to do? E1D I need to find out now, right? So E1D is equal to what? E1D is nothing but this total height it is. So this will be E1O minus DO, isn't it? E1D, this will be equal to this minus this. This is one way of finding the length, right? So E1O minus DO. Are you getting this? E1O minus DO. Clear? Now E1O, if I have to find out, right, that is from here to here. So what I am going to do is I am going to have a triangle again. So join E to O. join EO, right? So this becomes a right angle triangle. EO is a hypotenuse, right? And E1O is one of the side of the triangle, isn't it? And EE1 is equal to X. I am repeating, EE1, this length is equal to X. So those are the three sides of the triangle. E1E is X, EO is radius, E1O is the one which I am trying to find out, right? So if I have to find out E1O, right? So it is simple Pythagoras theorem for this right angle triangle. E1O if I need, so it is going to be square root of EO square minus EE1 square. So that is square root of R square minus X square. So this E1O is R square minus X square. Now DO, right? DO is nothing but this. This DO is equal to, this will be CO minus CD. Same way what we have done earlier. CO minus CD it is. So it is CO minus CD. So what is CO? CO is nothing but radius. So radius minus, what is CD? CD is mid ordinate. 1. Isn't it? Now DO, E1O. E1O, DO. Substitute them here. E1D is nothing but OX which we are finding, minus E1O. E1O is square root of R square minus X square minus DO. DO is R minus O naught. This is the formula, right? So OX is equal to square root of R square minus X square, right, minus R minus O naught. This has to be in bracket, remember, right, because it is minus of R minus O naught. Clear? So this is how you are supposed to find out the value of OX, the height, the ordinate, the offset, right? So perpendicular offsets from long chord. These are the offsets. So go on the value, go on substitute value of X, you will get what is the value of OX. Understood? So go on marking those X points, then go on measuring the perpendicular heights. So based on the value which you get. So you will get number of points on the curve on either side. So joining those points will give you a smooth curve. So this is how it is done in the field, right? So this is the way of doing the setting out of curve with the first method, that is perpendicular offsets from long, right? So this is the method, this is the derivation, and in the next session we will see the problems on this particular method. Yeah. So thank you.